next guy coming to the stage, we've done several shows with him. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Joe Orris, everybody!
How are we all doing tonight? What's up, ladies? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Body like this. Even some couples in the crowd. Yeah, you've been together for a while. I know it's on your mind. The answer is no, I'm not going to help you move next weekend. Stop trying to trick me, calling me up early, with your promises of pizza and beer. Screw you, okay? This isn't college anymore where you have like a futon and a desk. I have these friends now who have libraries I have to move every time they get a new apartment. By the 8th box of leather-bound edition books, I'm like, dude, buy a fucking Kindle! This is bullshit! But I don't want a Kindle. I like to feel books when I read them. Like, I can feel my back, and I can't right now. You're killing trees, you're selfish! But you know, then some people are honest. My brother, he was straight up with me. He called me and said, Joe, I need you to help me move my 600-pound gun safe. It's like, oh. Do I get to keep a gun? You have a safe of them. I'm not big on guns, but you know, zombie apocalypse. It's always on the back of your mind. People are more prepared for the zombie apocalypse than like actual natural disasters. I have friends, they know where they're gonna go. They know what friends they're gonna talk to. They know what provisions they need. Hey, what with an earthquake? But I know I'm better off than a lot of people. At least I have stuff to move. I know since I was downtown the other day, and I was trying to find parking, so, you know, 2 or 3 hours later, I'm like, I'm gonna venture beyond. I'm gonna go and park east. I don't know if you've been to downtown San Diego and you've gone east, but it gets seedier and seedier you go. Like, the 5th and 6th Avenue, you're safe. Like, when you see douches and sluts, you're okay, you're in good territory. The farther out east you go, like 12th, 13th Avenue, it's not looking good. 15th Avenue. Once you go beyond 17th Avenue, you're basically in Tijuana. There are packs of roving dogs. There's dried blood on the streets. There's buildings falling in decay. There's a shirtless kid selling chicle. It's bad. That's where I saw them, the homeless. And I thought to myself, my God, how tragic. I looked at them, just thought, how do they go on living? Scratching in existence. How do they go on eking out a life? I looked at them and thought, wait a minute. Where do homeless people charge their cell phones? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm not against these people having a luxury item, but a smartphone? Really? The data plan alone is $70 a month. I'm fine helping give these people $5 or $10 to enable their drinking and drug habit, but I want to help them pay for their Verizon bill. I need to pay for my Verizon bill. Hey, your phone's nicer than mine. Screw you. Try to panhandle it with an iPhone out. But actually, I'm just joking. I don't have Verizon. I have Cricket. I know. Same response I got. I went to go give a guy $5. I had my phone in my hand. He asked him, "What carrier do you have?" I told him, "Cricket." He said, "Oh, sir, keep it." No. There before the grace of God you go. Yeah, I was downtown, looking for love. No, I wasn't. I'm not that type of guy. I don't like to go out and sleep with lots of girls because, you know, I respect women. I'm also broke, so, you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking too because every girl's different. They have their own rules and regulations. It's like learning a board game every time you sleep with a new girl, theoretically. You know? Some girls are like Risk. They just take forever, and you think you're making progress. At some point, you're like, nah, it's not happening. It's just, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Some girls are like Candyland. You're having fun, you're having a good time, it's flavorful and colorful. Then at some point you realize, I'm too old for this. Why? Miley Cyrus comes on her iPhone, like, oh no. Some girls are like Monopoly. At first, you're going to nice ritzy places. After a while, you're going to seedy motels. At some point, you end up bankrupt and in jail. Thank you. Can't even pay the electricity. Gotta take the railroads like a hobo. Some girls are like Sudoku because they're Asian. Yeah, we like those numbers. Yeah, they're good with them. Some girls are like, oh god, no, come on, it's okay. I've seen Asian people before, it's fine. They're like, "Oh, that's I went to CSC, it's fine." They're like, some girls like crossword puzzles because I don't know how to do them. Just, I don't know the answer, it's not happening. And some girls are like hungry, hungry hippos. Because if you pat on the ass, they'll swallow your balls. Thank you. But no matter what the game is, at the end of the night, I always end up saying, sorry! Yes, but women are lucky nowadays. At least we know what the female orgasm is. Believe it or not, this has been a recent discovery. Like before the 1920s, it was a medical condition. I'm not kidding. Women had what was called female hysteria back when the 1800s, if you had emotional issues or they were irritable or they had a cough. Basically, all the symptoms we now use to get a marijuana card, that was attributed to being female hysteria. Literally, one of them was causing problems. What would do with this female hysteria? What did you do? You would call up your local doctor. He would come over and perform a manual clitoral stimulation that would then cause a hysterical paroxysm and relieve the problem. And yeah, so basically from the mid-1800s to the early 1900s, if your wife was acting crazy, you call up a doctor, he'd come over and finger her pussy. That's what the procedure was. But of course, men, doctors, were inherently lazy. They were starting to get carpal tunnel. So, yeah, this is true. I researched for this show, goddammit. This stuff is factual. What do? They thought, we need a way to stimulate women without us having to do any work. That became our downfall. It was like Skynet in Terminator 2. I was like, oh, yes, that is how the female vibrator first was invented. It was steam-powered. Again, not joking, it was steam-powered. It took up a room. I just it was like probably fueled by 3 sweaty Italians shoving coal into it, just...
Whoa.
Yep, that's how it was giving a woman an orgasm. They just lost it, like, oh god, we don't know where to... Yes, that's what we go through. Yes, female orgasms. And then oddly enough though, once they found the smaller version of this and made it more portable, for some reason female hysteria went away, surprisingly enough. Yeah. But yeah, it's different. I'm kind of, I'm a weird guy. I have that problem where I'll have a conversation in my head and I'll include you halfway through it. Have you ever done that? Like a while ago, I was dating a woman and we're talking about having kids in that kind of hypothetical way, how we'd raise them. Because we were kinky like that. And we had the conversation, then it had ended, it was done, and in my head I was like, wait a minute, having a kid, college is so expensive nowadays, they have to have a really high GPA, they gotta have good grades, I don't want to be overbearing, but this was all going on in my head. So then I look over to my girlfriend, and she's just sitting there watching TV, I haven't spoken for 20 seconds, I look over to her and say, are B's acceptable? No contest, it's serious too. I've been having a conversation. Are bees acceptable? As currency? What? The animal or the letter? Is this like an open-ended philosophy question that you get at the end of the exam? Like, why? So there's one question I want to leave you here tonight, because that's why I do it. It is, are bees acceptable? Find a stranger, ask him that, and just see him look at you confused and smile. Okay, everyone. Thank you. You've been great.
Arby's is definitely acceptable, especially when it's 5 for 5 on the cheddar cheese.